These are the sublimation ready ceramic ornaments that we are going to be using in this video. I have them all cleaned and prepped and ready to go. So with these sublimation ready ornaments, the trick is going to be how to get the image perfectly on them. So the round ones I'm pretty familiar with, and I've done other videos on that. But we've got the star, the heart, the round, the oval, and the Christmas tree. So I'm going to start with this one I've got set up for the 3x3. That would be the round, and I'm going to use that for the heart and the star. This one I've got set up for the Christmas tree. And this one I have get set up for the oval because they're going to all be different sizes here. So what I did is I went into my Creative Fabrica and I started searching for some beautiful images to put on these. And I wanted some backgrounds as well. So I did find a bunch of great backgrounds and I have uploaded them here. You can see I wanted to do some baby Jesus ones. I got a deer here. I've got some nice backgrounds. Try and do something with these trees and then some other backgrounds here that I downloaded from Creative Fabrica and then I uploaded into my Canva. And again, like I said, I'm going to work on this Christmas tree first. So I thought it would be pretty to put a green background in. So I don't know which one of these green I'm going to go with. So I'll grab this one and I'll stretch it out. What I'm going to do when I make my ornament is I'm going to be laying the ornament on this image. So it's going to be filling in this area of the Christmas tree here. Whoops. And so, I want to make sure that if I put any words or anything that they're right in this area here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start another one because I also like this or this one. Let's see, maybe both. I don't know, but I thought those would be pretty on the Christmas tree as well. So I'm going to stretch those out because then we've got a very small area to work with here. So we've kind of got inside of that Christmas tree, we've got about an 1.5 inches by 1 inch that we could actually add something. So I thought maybe it would be fun to go into elements here. Well, let's go to the uploads and let's pull in that little deer that I downloaded. Let's stick him in here. Now we got to make him real small. Let's see, he's about 1.5 inches there. And it's going to be kind of right in this area that is wide enough for this little guy to be on there. So I'm going to pull this in, make it bigger, a little bit bigger because see what size is this when you pull the sides 1.4. We'll drop it down here a little bit smaller. Now I'm going to pull in, I'm going to look in my elements here and I'm going to look for a bleach spot. I use these a lot. They're really good for getting behind a design. Sorry, the dog decided to blow on or to pull on that toy. So I'm going to put this bleach spot in here. And then I'm going to send this back one. And now you can see that little deer much better on that design there. So now I am going to add a text box here. Oh, Dakota, stop. So I thought I would put the year in here. And let's see, 2024. And I'm going to change this. Gotta make sure it's small enough here. So I'm going to change the color to white here. And I'm going to change the font. Nope, I don't like that one. So I'm going through my fonts. These are the fonts that I've uploaded from Creative Fabrica. That one looks pretty good. So I'll leave that for now. And I'm going to add an effect to it. And let's see, not white. Maybe this green to it. Nope, that's too off green there. We'll see. Maybe just black. Oh, I don't like that at all. So I will go back and I'm going to back here. Maybe I go back to just plain white there for now. So I'm hoping now that that fits on that Christmas tree so that it's got a date here and it's got the deer. And so we'll see how this is going to turn out. I'm going to move this up a little bit just because I want to make sure that the deer has plenty of room there. All right, so now we've got, this one's going to be the Christmas tree. So we've got that one done. So now we'll go into, this is the 3x3. So this is going to be the heart, the circle, and the star. And the star and the heart are slightly smaller than than this template, than the circle. So I'm going to pull in something pretty like this, and going to see what we can find here to go with this. So I'm thinking this will be the heart, I think maybe. So let's find, I'm just going to type in Christmas here in the Canva elements and see what we get here. And just find something really pretty to put on there. I do have Canva Pro. So if you don't have Pro, go back to your Creative Fabrica and upload any images that you want. There are a lot here, but these with the crown are Pro images. So those you cannot put in your design unless you have Pro. But like this snowflake you could, or these Christmas lights. So I'm looking for something a little more elegant than what I'm seeing here. So let's see. Maybe this. It's not real elegant, but it's kind of cute. Now, I think what I'm going to do is I'll save this for the oval. I'm going to get rid of this background. I'd like to put in on the heart or the star, or maybe both. I would like to put in our baby Jesus images. Where are you now? Why are you not showing up? I'll re-upload these here. I don't know why they're not showing up. So, because I opened a different screen. So I'm going to re-upload these here. So I do like this one and this one. I think I'm going to go with this one for the heart. So this heart is a little smaller, like I said. So I'm going to pull this down because the point is going to be at the bottom. And then maybe add some text here. Let's go into elements and let's look at Merry Christmas and see what we can find here. Or let's do Silent Night, see if we can find anything with that. I'm just going through this quick instead of putting it in, instead of going through and pulling it in with font. I'm just going to grab something out of this Pro here. So I'm going to shrink this down. Silent Night, Holy Night. Now there's going to be a divot here for the heart, so I don't know if that's going to work. So maybe I'll just go with 2024 again. Let's get rid of this. Let's just add our text here. Add a text box, and I'll do 2024 again. I'm not going to have it white this time because, well, maybe I will put it down here more into the color here. But I am also going to add, so I'm going to go back to my uploads here. I want to add a Starry Night background to that so that there'll be none of the none of the white showing on this star, or this is the heart that I'm doing now. So there, now I brought that in, and now I'm going to move this 2024 up. I don't want it to go too far though, because I want to make sure that it's not going to get cut off by the little filler circle. Let me move this over just a little bit, down maybe a little bit, and move this back up. And now I'm going to get a font here that we like. And if you don't know how to upload fonts, I do have videos, YouTube videos on how to download fonts and then upload them into Creative Fabrica. So you can find those on my YouTube channel as well. Let's see. Yeah, that's kind of pretty. A little thin though. So that's Brown Carolina. Well, maybe I will work with this one. So now I'm going to go to effects here, and I'll go to outline, and this time I'll see if I can outline that with white and make it a little bigger. There you go. That actually looks pretty good. So maybe I will leave that as 2024 there. Right there. Hopefully that'll be low enough for the circle on the heart. So now I'm going to add another page here because this one, let's see, we got the star. I have plenty of designs made for the circle, so I'm not going to worry about that one. I'll just add one of my designs that I have on Canva. All right, so now we're going to do the star. So let's see what we can find for a background for that one. Red, maybe red this time. All right, so let's pull this one out. Now this is the star. And again, it's a little smaller than the circle. So I'm going to measure this out here. And I want to make sure that my center, the center is a little less than 2 inches by a little less than 2 inches. So we got almost 2 inches to work with right in the center here. So, and that seems like, look here. Yeah, we want to kind of go right in the center from the points. So let's see what we can find here to pull in and add to this one. Where'd that little deer go? I'll upload him again because he's kind of cute. Right here. Get him in there. Pop him in the middle here. Shrink it down. So we got about 2 inches to work with in the center this time. So right in the center, I think, right about there. And again, I'm going to grab something to put behind him. So I'm going to look in my elements here and I'm going to look for, I'll do bleach spot again. And pull one in. They work pretty good for this. Shrink this down, put it behind him. This is a little bit different style of a bleach spot. And so I'm going to position this backward one. And now again, I am going to add our date because dated ornaments sell very well. So if you haven't done that, you know, and also memorial ornaments sell really well too. So now let's bring this up, make it bigger here because we do have, look in here, we got a little more room with this guy. So I'm going to go and change the color, get this in the center. Now I want to change the color of that to, not quite sure. It's got some good colors here to pick from that match our image. So maybe I'll do that. No, darker. I'll go with this one, the color of the deer, and then I'll go into effects and I'm going to give this a white background, I think. Nope. Maybe I will go with what it came in with here. Go to effects, go back here. I don't want white. Brown is going to make it too thick. Let's see. Go down here. And maybe go with the gray. Nope, don't like that. Well, I guess I can change the thickness here though too. So there we go. Get it a little thinner. Then you can see, I'll zoom in here so we can see how good that looks. That does look pretty good. The colors match real well here. So now we have our heart, we have our star, and I'll just add a page for the circle and see if I have any of my ornaments here that I can find. Bless you. My puppy's sneezing now. They're just trouble today, I tell you. No bark. Let's see. No, I think I'll just upload one. I'll bring one in and I'll have it ready to print when I go to print these. It'll be one of my other designs that I have on Etsy. So now let's go. We have our Christmas tree done. We've got our heart and our star, and I'll figure out something for the circle. So now we have to do our oval. So let's go back to our uploads here and find a nice color for the background. I'm going to go with one of these this time for the oval. pull this up. I really, really, really like these. There's so many pretty ones that came in. So, but I think I'll stick with this one. And now insert an element here. I'll go to, let's see, uh, Holy Night. Try that. Hmm. Oh, Holy Night. That kind of looks cute, actually. And let's change the color here. I'll make that white. And I think I will do 2024 on that as well. So I'm going to pull this down, give her some room for adding a text box here. And we'll go with 2024 again. And I'm going to move this up. So we got quite a bit of room here. Make this bigger, bigger, bigger. And then we're going to change the font again. So you get the hang of this. I just want to make sure that we have full coverage on the ornament so that it's covered completely. Let's see. No, 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 not that one. Farmhouse Pumpkin. That is cute. So maybe I'll do that one. Let's see this one. Oh, that's too thin. Let's see. I think Farmhouse Pumpkin's my favorite so far. That one's kind of cute too. So maybe this one is the one we'll work with. Make it bigger, get it centered here, and change the color. I'm going to go with white on that, and then effects. I see if I can find a pretty color to put on there. It's just so hard with these. They don't, not really what I'm looking for. So I'm going to go in here, see if I can find something that matches that red a little bit better. That one looks pretty good. Let's zoom in there and look at that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So I'll leave that and let's see, maybe I'll make it thicker here or thinner. I don't want it that thick. So just to where they're not touching. So right there. All right, so I'll get these downloaded and printed and then we will press these on the ornaments and see what we get. So I downloaded my designs from Canva and then I uploaded them into a Word document to print. And then I added an extra one here that I had created earlier for that round ornament. Be sure to print these in reverse. I'm using HTV Ront 125 sublimation paper for this project, and everything that I'm talking about here I will have a link below for that, except the ornaments. I got those from a company that starts with a T and ends with a U. And I'm using my Epson EcoTank 2760 that I've converted over to sublimation printing by using sublimation ink. And you can see here that I have reversed my images. I am using the HTV Ront manual heat press for this project, and I have added a silicone mat to the top of the pressing mat that comes with it. I find I get better heat surrounding my ornaments when I use this. They're able to sink deeper into this, and it just makes better ornaments for me. That is my preference, and like I said, I'll have a link below for this. So here's my printed images, and I take each one of the ornaments. So the first thing I do is I laid a piece of protective paper down on that silicone mat. Now I put my sublimation images down, and now I'm lining up my ornaments on top. So you can see the oval one on there first, and then I'm going to put the rest of the ornaments on there this exact way. And this is why it's so important to measure your blanks. Here, the image that I made for the star is too small. So I will go back and make this image bigger and do the star after I do the other ornaments. So where I was going to put the star, I have decided to put another round ornament in that place. So now I've got all of my ornaments lined up and ready to press. And now I've added another piece of protective paper on top of my ornaments. So I set my heat press to 385 degrees Fahrenheit, and I am going to be pressing these with firm pressure for 6 minutes. Again, that's 385 degrees Fahrenheit for 6 minutes. So when my heat press was up to temperature, here's the first press. So while that is pressing, I'm getting ready to take them off to cool them. So I am using an actual pressing mat to cool them on, but I always add a clean piece of paper onto the pressing mat so that when these ornaments come out, they're extremely hot, and I don't want them to pick up any ink that may be on my pressing mat. And be sure to always use heat-resistant gloves for protection. And here they are right after the press. I removed the protective paper, and you can see from this image how well they press into that silicone mat. This is my preference for pressing ceramic ornaments, and I just get such good results, as you can see here. So now I've transferred all 5 of these off to the cooling mat, and now I'll go back and press that star. So what I did here is I brought that image into a Word document, and I'm going to make it bigger on my Word document. So I went into picture format, and as you can see on the right there, I raised it to 3.4 inches because that should be big enough for my star. And then I started adding some other images as well so that I'm not wasting paper. I did fill up my paper here. And then again, be sure to print in reverse. And again, I'm doing the same process. I have my image on my pressing mat ready to go. And when I add the star, you can see it fits much better now. And again, a piece of protective paper over the top. And again, I'm pressing at 385 degrees Fahrenheit for 360 seconds, which is 6 minutes. And here it is right after the press. And again, you can see how well this press presses this ornament down into the sublimation paper to get that great saturation all the way around the ornament. And here it is, beautiful. Now you can press the 2 sides at the same time. Just add an image onto the other side. You can see some of my other videos. I'll put a link below for doing 2-sided ornaments at the same time. And again, off to the cooling mat. I like this garden string or twine, whatever you want to call it, to add to my ornaments. This kind of is my signature. I put this on all of my ornaments that I make. And so now here they are finished. And they turned out so well. It's hard to get a good picture with the lighting that I had, but as you can see, they turned out really well. On the Christmas tree there, I kind of got a side view of it so that you can see how far down the sublimation went over the side of the ornament. So it not only covered the front of the ornament, but with this process, it actually goes deep into the ornament on the sides as well. See links below for items that I've used in this video, and please like and subscribe to my channel. Have a great day.